What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. I'm Joanna, founder and CEO of Supwell, and today I'm going to tell you about my experience with the Saucony Triumph 20 Runshield edition and why it's my favorite long run shoe. The Saucony Triumph 20 Runshield edition was actually a Christmas present to me from my wife, which if you've seen that dropping hints meme, that was me. I was dropping hints all late fall and early winter that I wanted these for my lineup. I'd heard great things about the Power Run Plus foam in here and the comfort and how they were great for easy miles, long runs, etc. I already had the Endorphin Speed 3 and the Endorphin Shift 3 and the Endorphin Pro 3 in my rotation, and I wanted the Triumph to complete the whole entire Saucony family of daily trainer cushion shoes. And I also really wanted a weatherproof, waterproof shoe for the winter because it can get quite rainy and nasty where I live. I mean, it's not too bad, it's North Carolina, but I'm kind of a pretty boy sometimes and I don't like my feet getting wet, so throw the merino wool socks on and the Runshield and it's beautiful. The Triumph series is a pretty standard looking running shoe series from Saucony. There's nothing too inventive or out of the box with the design here. In my opinion, it's pretty boring, especially in this black colorway that the Runshield comes in. But what I do like about it is it has a lot of touches that allude to winter and also the poet Robert Frost, who's my favorite poet. So up here you see it says stopping by woods on a snowy evening and frost, and then on the inside it has a bunch of wet leaves to symbolize winter. Another cool thing is that the midsole looks like melted icicles or snow or something. It's a nice gray and white color. The ride is the magic in the Saucony Triumph. So that's what this thing is all about. It's all about the ride. It looks boring, it rides fantastic. The best way I can describe it is it's like butter. It's so smooth and it's also so bouncy and a little nice zing to it. I've done everything from long runs at a 9-minute per mile pace, which for me feels like crawling, up to I even did some intervals in this when I was coming back from injury. I just wanted something that was going to be comfortable for me. So it's extremely versatile in those aerobic paces. I wouldn't want to take this up to threshold pace on a regular basis, but in a pinch it can do that. Like I said, I've done it in the past, but for all those daily training needs and especially for long runs, this will keep you comfortable over the long haul. Saucony uses the Power Run Plus foam in here, which is a beaded TPU compound, which is similar to Adidas's Boost, which is super popular in the 2010s, but in here it's lighter and they can pack more of it to give you that max stack without weighing the shoe down. And that's a huge benefit of this platform, is it can still be pretty light, whereas some of these other max cushion shoes, like even the Asics Gel Nimbus 25, has a bit of a heavier feel on your foot because the EVA blends or whatever compounds that they're using aren't as light as this beaded TPU. Just like the looks, the fit of this is pretty standard. I haven't had any issues. I will say though, I have narrower to mid-size feet. My wife, she has wider feet for a woman. She's in the woman size 10 of these, and she complains that the midfoot is a bit snug. So I think if you have a wider foot, I would keep an eye out for how that midfoot feels. Try to go into your local specialty running shop, support local business, and see how the midfoot feels. I'm not sure if they changed things that much for the 21, but that's my experience with the 20. I've also weirdly had some issues with this back heel. I felt with this thing, it's been hit or miss whether I get the perfect lockdown, which is annoying because the ride is so great. So I will say with the fit, the one drawback is making sure you get it locked down. I think this lacing system that they have has something to do with it, with like these weird little pull tabs up here, but I haven't had an issue with the fit of the toe box or the midfoot as a narrow to mid-sized foot runner. I run in the Triumph for 300 miles and the foam is holding up extremely well. The area where I'm seeing some wear is on the lateral sides, the outside back, which is in all my shoes, where I am running them pretty hard. I'm seeing that. So I have these about at 300 miles. I'm gonna guess they're gonna go till 400. I've pulled them out of the standard daily rotation, and I now just conserve them for those rainy days when I want to keep my feet dry. So hopefully that will also increase their lifespan, because I'm not putting that constant pressure and fatigue on them anymore. I'm just pulling them out of the closet once or twice a month to execute on those wet weather days. Now, the Saucony Triumph 20, I will recommend this to anybody who wants to run. The two things I would look out for though is the stability of the platform. This is not the most stable shoe. This back end here can be a bit narrow for some folks, and if you're landing on your heel, I found the transition is can be awkward. It doesn't have the most beveled heel, so that's something to watch out for. And then, like I said, with the fit, it is a bit narrow in the midfoot, so if you're a wider foot runner, this is not going to be the best option for you. Now, the Triumph is priced at $160. The 20 has gone on sale and it's at $120 for now. At that price, it's an amazing buy. I'll probably stock up on 7 pairs of these if I could. The Triumph 21 just came out and it's just an upper update. So if you don't mind having last year's model version, go and buy 3 pairs of the Triumph. That's my recommendation. It's an awesome long run shoe and definitely worth the $120 price point. Now, when we get up to that $160 price point, that's where you start to see more competitors in the market. And especially if you want to compare it with $170 price shoes, which we have Saucony's own Endorphin Speed 3. At $150, we have shoes like the Mach 5, the Brooks Hyperion Tempo, Asics Gel Nimbus 25. But what you're really going to be looking at with the Triumph is a comfortable cushion shoe for those long runs, for those easier runs, and for those daily training efforts where you're not going to want to push the pace. So putting this up against something like the Nova Blast or the Gel Nimbus, I would say that this is a good buy. It is kind of versatile, but not as versatile as something that you could take up to race day or take up to your fastest training paces. So that's something I'd watch out for. If you want to do it all shoe, this is not that. But if you want something that you can be comfortable in, that you can be cushioned in over the long distance, over all those high mileage weeks, then this is it. What this really is at its core is a high mileage eater. If you're a runner who's deep into marathon training, or you're deep into a training block where you're trying to hit the most mileage that you've ever done in your life, you need a shoe like the Triumph, and that's what this is gonna do for you. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Triumph, what you think of Saucony's lineup in general. I think they've been on a hot streak the past year. They're my favorite running brand right now. Let me know if you feel the same. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay up to date on all the latest in performance running with Supwell.